Hi, I'm recording this really late at night, tired as hell, so please forgive me for whatever I'm about to distress your ears with. Hello! It's been a while since I talked into mic just for a video, but I did want to share my thought process on how this level came to be. If you read the title, you'd know that the level only uses one kind of object, and if you then looked at the thumbnail, you'd know it's this slope. Now, my inspiration was this level by X-User, which only has the default block in it. And at the time, it was already a pretty novel and unique concept for the level, don't get me wrong, but it was heavily limited by the 2.1 editor, and I thought it just had a lot more potential in 2.2, so this is why I decided to give it a shot myself. Now for the most important decision of the level, the object that makes up the entire level. For one, except if you're trying to make an auto level, every object without a hitbox falls away. Same goes for triggers, except for crash triggers, I guess. But the morals of that are ambiguous at best. Most orbs and portals are useless as well, save for gravity related ones and the spider pad, but I don't think that would make for a very interesting gameplay in the long term. And that in my opinion also applies to all spikes, for a reason that I'll bring up later. So we're left with just solid hitboxes. And I'll say right now that I'm also excluding blocks, not because they wouldn't make for interesting gameplay, but because you can use any slope as a block, making it a 2-in-1 object. Plus, you can do some pretty cool stuff with slope physics. Now for why I picked this slope specifically, it really isn't that deep, I just thought it looks cool. Okay, so we've got no decoration, no triggers, and no other gameplay elements. What can we do within the editor? Well, regarding the one object we have, we can scale it, we can warp it, rotate it, change its color, change its opacity, and probably the biggest game changer that comes with 2.2, remove its hitbox with no touch. This allows us to make not only gameplay but also create things like backgrounds and foregrounds. Now regarding other things you can do, that lies within the presets for the level itself. These have to be selected carefully though, since they cannot be changed throughout the level. Here you can change things like the game mode, speed and background. I wanted the level to have a very open feel to it, where you move around a lot, so you can take in as much detail as possible. This restricts us to two game modes, Robot and Cube, since free camera is not something you can do in preset, but is only possible to do either with a portal or an options trigger. This is also why I excluded spikes as an object, since in the spike only level you wouldn't be able to change much in height. The game mode I went with in the end is Robot. This is because I felt like Robot has a lot more potential for interesting gameplay over Cube, especially when it comes to slopes. I also made it upside down so that you fall a great distance right at the beginning to set the stage right away. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to say before the showcase. Oh yeah, one more thing though. I actually pitched this idea to my friend T-Boy as well, which he then went to make his own interpretation of the challenge, and in my opinion it turned out really well. However, he went for a very classical way of level making. If you expected anything like that from me, you are so very wrong.